How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be continuing my Sharks of Summer series. Sharks of Summer is a series I do around here where once a week, at least once during the summer, I take a look at a shark movie. And today we're going to be looking at Beneath the Surface. This is from 2022, directed by Scott Jeffrey and Rebecca Matthews, and stars Georgie Banks, Nicola Wright, and Stephanie Lodge. Really quick, this movie is about a girl. She's on vacation, she's in a charter boat. Her father, and her sister all fall into the water, and everybody but her is then eaten by sharks. Well, she comes home, and at her house she has her stepmother, boyfriend, friend, and therapist, and they're going to talk and work through the trauma. Yeah, this isn't so much a shark movie as it is a trauma movie. That's inciting incident happened to be about a shark, and that's actually a little more common than you might think, but whatever. And after that, they slowly start to talk about things, and we'll work our way through one of cinema's most easy to figure out mysteries. Yeah, let's just say it right off the bat. This movie's very, very bad. Don't watch it. It's not so bad it's good. It's just boring and hard to get through. But I can't just leave it at that. Let me elaborate on all the different ways it's bad. First, and this is one that really irks me, barely a shark movie. Again, the shark is just that inciting incident, and it really could have been anything. Part of me wonders if this was a Mad Lib script where they wrote a generic script about trauma, and then were waiting to be told what to fill in. Again, no proof, but this could just as easily been a slasher or Amityville, but okay, the trauma's about a shark. Now let's move on to a script that really, really doesn't feel like a shark movie. And part of the reason why I'm ticked is this is actually the third one in a row for me. I watched Amityville Island, one scene of a shark in this movie despite the box art. Then I watched Breathe, and there is barely any sharks in this movie as well. So third time in a row, forgive me, but I'm quite upset by this point. This box art is a lie, not just an exaggeration, a lie, and I feel so bad for any kid that gets this wanting a cool shark movie and instead gets sad British people crying in a house, which is really what this is. And let me get into that. This film is lazy, and I know low-budget films, you're often going to exaggerate, and you're often not going to be able to hit the marks that you want to. But I can appreciate it when a low-budget film tries, but there's lots of low-budget films that simply don't try, and the worst offenders are the people that have it in their mind, I need 75 to 90 minutes worth of footage, it doesn't matter what's on it, I just need footage to ship it out the door and trick people into making a profit. And that's what this is. It's a conversation padding film. If you need footage that loosely resembles a movie, what's one of the cheapest things you can film? Hollow and empty conversation. But we can avoid criticism if we pretend that it's drama. But it's quite easy to see through. If you watch the movie, you'll notice that it's just stock drama. It's things you've seen in other dramas, just a bunch of cliches and meaningless stuff, the stuff about death and trauma and affairs. I've seen it used before in real stories, but it's just, again, throwing out the pieces without any real care and just giving the actors something, doesn't matter what it is, but something to talk about for 90 minutes. It isn't a good plot, and we're just trying to put something out there to make a buck. It's not a real movie, it's 90 minutes worth of footage in a trench coat, okay? And I'm sick of these lazy films because you see this, you think it's gonna be cool, you get it, and it's a lemon, it sucks. Are you going to want to buy more indie films on DVD? No. And that really hurts the indie film circuit. It really hurts low-budget films on physical media. And this is not a movie, it's a scam. I'm sorry, got on a tangent. As far as the rest of the plot goes, like I said, It's a paper-thin mystery. It's one of those that when I first saw the villain characters, I knew they were the villains and I knew exactly what they were up to before I figured out who they were supposed to be in the normal version of the script. I was like, that's the villain. Now, how does she know this person and what is she supposed to be to her? It's not good. You know this. And then you get conversation cycles, you know? You have the people at her house, her best friend, and her therapist. And they're slowly going to circle around this super easy plot, and it's gonna take forever to get there. In addition to that, you get scenes where they flash back to the event, and because I guess they couldn't afford to shoot in the ocean, the vacation takes place in the void. It's just blackness all around them. That's funny, but the thing is, these flashbacks add absolutely nothing to the movie until the very end when they finally show you what happens. You think there's gonna be an interesting piece? No. We're filling the runtime, that's it. And then there's also this scene where she's talking to the police after, and when you get to the end of the movie, it flashes back here one more time, and you find out the police basically knew everything, but because she couldn't accept it, they just didn't prosecute the bad guys for some reason. But if you want something even more disappointing than that, then wait till you get to the ending. I won't spoil it, but paper-thin plot leads to a paper-thin trap. It's like a bad parody of a Bond villain trap that like a high schooler could have made. It is this weirdly anticlimactic like action piece that really doesn't work. And then when you get to the final end bit, like the absolute end, it is so shockingly anticlimactic. I really honestly almost couldn't believe it. And this is coming from someone who was just waiting for the credits to show up. I just wanted the credits, and I was still disappointed with this. Again, honestly, and this is from someone who tries to go fair on movies, I would go fair if it was a movie. But again, this is just stock drama hiding the fact that most of this movie is conversation padding, and the actual plot is so shockingly predictable that there's nothing really to entertain you at all. It's weird. Don't watch this, please. Whatever you do, don't watch this, and don't let this discourage you from picking up indie movies at Walmart. I would just say write down their titles like what I do. I write down their titles, I go home and research them, and make sure. I try to avoid things like this, but I pick up the shark movies really quick because of this series, so whatever. Anyway though, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. If you guys want to see more, this should be my shark playlist, where you can see me talk about some movies that actually have sharks in them, maybe. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.